All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, let me just get myself situated. Yeah, these are a ton of fucking probates and stuff. I do got to go through all of this. All right, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just going through some of these. Good to see everybody here. I have so many of these. I got so many leads, man. It's like probates and stuff that I need to hire a cold caller. And I will. I will. All right. And I spoke to her. Okay. All right. What we're going to do today, everyone, is I spoke to her. I spoke to her. So I don't need these two. I'm going to do some follow up on some probates. And what I'm going to do is that was end of September. That was end of September. So we're going to call them back. I spoke to them yesterday. Oh, this one was in Europe. I have to call her back. So that's good. And then Harpo. I'm going to call my man Harpo. All right. So these are the ones that are hot. These are ones that I have not called yet. So I have many that I haven't called, some that I have. So that's probate. We'll get to them later. What I'm going to do is follow up with my cash offer leads. I have two that I want to follow up with. I reached out to them. We had an initial conversation, and then I didn't hear from them again. So, unfortunately, it seems as though they're going by the wayside, but we're going to keep trying to get them engaged. Okay. Feeling good in the neighborhood. And then I have to find one of them. Yes, this gentleman I spoke to yesterday. All right, so we're getting everything set and done here. This is good. This is good. Yeah, we're all good. All right, awesome. Sorry, guys. I know I go live and sometimes I'm not ready yet, but that's the nature of the beast. All right, him, I got to find a landscaper. So let's get started. Let's make some calls. All right, first person first. Who are we going to hit today? Where's my follow-up boss? So my CRM that I use, guys, is follow-up boss. And let's see, I have some reminders. Okay, who are we calling? This is okay, okay, I called this guy yesterday. Was this commercial? Yeah, this is commercial. All right, cool. Let's hit my commercial. Okay. Anytime I do commercial, I use my work line. When I call cash leads, I use my personal cell. This is like my prospecting line. All right, this is Craig. Oh, somebody called me. Who's this? Oh, that was yesterday. Okay. All right. No problemo. Okay. So this is Craig. We're going to give Craig a call. Craig has so the listing is this is a commercial expired, a million one, and he did not relist. And the next, yeah, he did not relist. So let's give a call. This is Craig. Mhm. This guy's a developer and it goes right to voicemail. It's amazing. Good morning, Craig. Daniel with Tip Commercial. We're commercial agents in the area. Craig, wanted to reach out to you, my friend, this morning. It is Thursday, about quarter after 9, regarding your property over in Chotawa. We noticed it came off the market. It's been on a little bit, and we wanted to see, gauge your interest. What's happening? You still interested in selling it? If it's important to you to sell it, those kinds of things. We have traded property like yours in the past. So when you have a moment, again, please call me 973-255-8714. Thanks, Craig. Peace. All right. That is Craig. We're going to make a note. We left a message for him and we're going to call him back. Remember, guys, I'm not in tomorrow because I'm going to be at a mastermind at my boy Mike's farm and it's going to be awesome. Oh, shoot. That reminds me. Um, I have to send. Um, I got to send my friend the address to this farm. Totally forgot. Totally forgot. Okay. Okay. We have an intimate group of 15 will be powerful. Okay. Sorry, guys. I had to send that to my friend who's coming. He's another agent coming with me to that mastermind. And if for anybody who's watching, oh my God, that is phenomenal coffee today. Whew, oh boy. Anybody who's watching, again, I'm going to this mastermind. It's a friend of mine, Mike, who is in a different brokerage than me. But like, I want agents to understand we can collaborate together with different, events and ideas and masterminds. Everybody doesn't have to be at EXP with me. I just think our model is the best because it makes people wealthy very quickly. But he's in a different brokerage than me, and we're both very happy where we are. So I just want you guys to understand we can collaborate, and you guys can collaborate with me or anybody else in your market. I'd even come to your market if you thought that you wanted to do an event with me. I'm more than happy to do it, but I'm going up to an event about 2.5 hours from here with a good friend of mine who's a power agent in New Jersey. I mean, he's probably one of the top luxury agents in New Jersey, and we're going to collaborate together and do a mastermind. We were talking about it, and now we're doing it. So I just want you guys to know that we don't. Everybody doesn't have to be at the same place to, you know, share ideas, show what's working for him, what's working for me, and then from there, everybody gets to learn something. So leave it at that. All right, next person. So we left the message. Oh, let me do test that. So call. Actually, I'm gonna text Craig. I'm gonna text him. Let's do that now. I just called him. Hi, Craig. This is Daniel with Tip Commercial. I left you a message regarding your property in Totowa. Please call me. Please call me. Cool. All right. And then I'm going to put here a follow-up call. We're going to do Monday the 8th, 30 a.m. All right. And Craig is done, and then we can delete that. Who is this? Oh, this is Dr. Oh, shit. I did do 3. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to bust chops. Okay. That sucks. It's fine. I'm not going to bust chops. All right. What's next? This is Dr. I remember this guy's a doctor. Let's call him. Okay, no, that's not the phone number then. No, that's right. It's this one. There we go. My assistant has the wrong one in there. That's all. No biggie. All right, it's ringing. Voicemail. Good morning. This message is for Adewale. Adewale, my name is Daniel. I was calling about a property that was for sale over in Hoboken, commercial property. Looks like it came off the market, sir, and I just wanted to ask a question regarding that. You can please call me at 973-255-8714, and we're commercial agents right in the area. Thank you. All right. I think that's actually a Mrs., and I called her sir. Whoops. But who cares? We're gonna call her back, him back anyway. All right. And then we delete that. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Um, Now we have a lot of cash offer ones to follow up on. So actually, we're gonna follow up with commercials first. I want to get these out of the way because I do want to get these. Okay. This was this. Yeah, I don't think this woman is correct. This is Mr. Ginsburg, and we are going to call Mr. Ginsburg. I think I spoke to this guy. I did speak to him. How did I leave it with him? Shoot, why don't I have notes in here? Stuart Ginsburg, why don't I have him in here? There he is. This is checking this on the way. Follow up Monday. Okay, got it. All right, so him we're not going to call. All right, so these are all ones that I did on Monday. I remember. Oh, let me call this guy. This is John. $5.5 million listing. He's been on the market. He's off market. Has a private deal. My partner and I pitched this gentleman back in December. It is now September, and he still doesn't have a contract yet. But he's trying to save money. So let's see where we're at. I got his voicemail. Ugh, and his mailbox is full. So I'm gonna just text him. Hi, John, comma, it's Daniel, period. Wanted to connect with you, comma, but your voicemail box is full, period. Give me a call. All right. Again, guys, just to give you an idea, my partner and I could have had this. We already had somebody, and we could have had this property sold and closed probably by July of this year if we listed it in December when we met with him. He is a residential agent and decided to, I'm going to take this offer that I have off market. He didn't vet the buyer. That deal fell through. Now he has somebody else that apparently approached him. Well, we are now 10 months since we last, presented to him, and it's not sold. He doesn't even have a contract yet on it. They're still negotiating, like, what? I don't know. It's a simple contract. You have an offer price. You have what the buyer is going to give you. You guys come to an agreement on it, and then it goes to the attorneys for them to draw up the contract. They're not even there yet. Now, mind you, he's paying debt service, and he's paying insurance, and he's paying taxes. So when you hear stories about people cutting off their nose to spite their face to try and not pay a real estate agent, this is what happens. It's insane. It's crazy because we could have had this done. And I actually said that to him at one point. I said, "You realize, John, that we would have been done already by now, or at least under contract and close to closing." Yeah, but you guys charge this and this, and well, you're 10 months past when my partner and I pitched to you, and it still isn't sold yet. You don't even have a contract yet. So let's say he puts a contract together today. This property is not going to close for at least 6 months. It's commercial. So now you're talking into the next year, into 2026. We pitched him in 2024. So these are now. What'll happen is I'm going to use this story because it's true when I'm talking to other sellers that have their own offers. Sad, man. It didn't have to be that way, but unfortunately, that's where we're at. So, okay, now I'm going to shift gears and we're going to go to. Oh, I know who I do want to call. This gentleman is a CPA and he has a property in Hillside, and he was on vacation, but he definitely wants to speak to my partner and I. Where is he? Let me here a minute. He is somewhere. It's an old lead. I've been talking to this gentleman for over a year, and I think he's finally ready to retire and sell. So just so you guys know, like this is what you got to do. Yeah, there he is. Here, let's give him a call. This is Mr. Wilson. He wants to retire. He was on vacation when I spoke to him last. It's ringing. Three rings. Four. And he wanted to go for sale by owner too. He did, and it didn't sell. I got his voicemail. Good morning, Mr. Wilson. This is Daniel with Tip Commercial. I hope your vacation was everything you had hoped for, sir, and that you're back. And hey, it's the fall market. Um, Obviously, we spoke before about the property, and I know you wanted to involve your wife as well, which is great. So when you have a moment, give me a call. My partner, Jason, who's the owner, and I would like to discuss with you the property and see if we'd be a fit to work together. So my number is 973-255-8714. Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Peace. All right. Um, that's him. I get somebody live on the phone, man. It's all messages today. And that might be, guys. Don't get discouraged. I share it with the agents that I work with all the time. Focus on the activity. Don't focus on the results. The results will come if you keep doing the activity. So today just may be a day of messages, which is fine. That, my friends, is totally fine. I have to actually call my partner, so you guys can be privy to me calling him to see about where we are. We have a couple deals. What's up, brother? 1 month, man. I'm seeing you. Are you back from vacation? You vacationing? I don't know, bro. I see you like farting around on boats and all that good stuff. Hey, couple house cleaning items. Um, uh, what's his name? Bob. Where are we at with what's up? Oh, bro, I haven't heard good news in like weeks, man. Talk to me. Get out of here, really? Wow. Oh my God. That was the other thing I was going to ask you. Like, what's happening? Because I haven't seen any emails. And I was going to ask you, like, am I needed up there at all? Like, but it sounds like everything is okay. No. What happened? Is he okay? I know. Which is this. I think this sale, even more than Lee's, is like I really wanted it to happen because I really genuinely like them. Just mhm. Yep, nice. They'll save on capital gains, right? Because they're not, yeah, because they're not taking the lump sum. Yeah. Okay. Good. 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 What about our boy in Totowa? Yeah. No way. What'd you say to him? You broke up. Oh, yeah. Hmm. Sure. Yeah. Did he? Sure. Did he tell you what day? Okay. Yep. Okay. Cool. Yep. Oh, bro, you and me both. You and me both. I mean, I have a few residentials closing this week, so or this month. So I mean, I'm fine, but that's good because I just want to get them their money. I want to get the Rennies their money. What's up? No, I actually had. Well, no, but I had some showings with her. Tell me what's up. No, why? Brother? Everything stays here. Yeah. Wow. Sure. Of course. Of course she's talking about her mom. Come on, man. We through okay, through, like why? Like, what would be the you know what I'm saying? Like, why is that? That's crazy. I would not be doing that. I would be completely grateful for the fact that that is what you know, like, you're able to make that because of who you are. It's almost you know what I mean? It's like a mhm, mhm. You don't do that. Yeah, you just don't do that. Yeah. Yep. That's well, that's and that's brother, that is the definition to me of entitlement. You don't know what struggle is. You don't know what it means. Yeah, you just have no idea about a grind, like you and I, grinding through getting, making these what I do every day, bro. Sitting online live, making phone calls, and helping agents understand and know how to do it. That there's none of that, bro. There's none of that. But where the leads coming from? Well, come on, bro. That's like you feeding me leads and then me banging out like 2 million bucks and being like, hey guys, I did this all. I did it. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. You're right though, brother. Read the room. Read the room. I would not, yeah. That would not be something I would be putting out. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, we had a really great year this year. We're very grateful that you know what I mean? Come on, bro. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. Now you gotta be curious. I'm gonna go take a look at it. I'm curious. Oh, got it. Was the story. Okay. Yeah. Really? It's it is, bro. It is a there are a lot of agents struggling, let's put it that way. And all it is just putting a skill like it's a skill level. That's all it is what you and I do every day. We've done for so long. It's a skill level now. And I just teach other agents how to do it. That's all. Because they need to do it. So yeah. Hmm. No. Wow. No, I'm having a really good year this year, and yeah, you're a big part of it. We're a big part of it, and yeah, that's it's the grind, bro. But what about okay, yeah, what's up with our boy in total? Anything? Nothing? Yeah, the it was a Bob. Woodland Park. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. We should probably call him. Yeah, we need to call him. Um, when do you wanna do that? Well, here's a better question. When's the last time you slash, I talked to him? I haven't talked to him since okay. I think we should probably call him and just say give him an update, "Hey, this is where we're at, we're navigating these, and see what's up." So nobody's put pen to pa at 875, nothing, huh? Fuck. Yeah, we're at I thought we were 875, but okay. Jesus. And nothing. All right, yeah, I think we should probably tell him. I know it's gonna be, a conversation we don't wanna have, but we gotta have it, so, um, whenever you want, man. If I don't know what your day looks like today, I'm good till about, I'll be making calls till probably 11:30 maybe, and this guy just called me back. You know what, bro? Pull this up. This guy just called me back. I'm gonna call him. What's this address? It is, hold on. Where did we go? 1551 Maple Ave, Hillside. Yeah. Ridgewood's 900, right? 209 South Maple. That was at 900, I thought. Okay. So, mhm. Yeah, that's what we're doing, bro. We just every day we're doing what we're doing. Uh, yeah, I mean, um, I had a really strong 3rd and 4th. I'm not strong 4th too. I only have 3 active. I gotta reload. Um, I know, man, because everything went under contract and closed. But but I have a lot coming on in like 2 to 3 months. I have like 3 or 4 listings coming. They're not here now, so, this stuff works in 90-day cycles, so, um nice. Sure. Where's the building? Oh, nice. Yeah, great location. That's awesome, bro. Congrats. Nicely done. Yeah, easily. If it's, first yeah. Yep. Um, yeah, so he was asking, like 995 for it. Uh It didn't look like it. I said to him, "Look, what we'll do is," I said, "if what I've been you wanna talk about this? I've been talking to this guy since 2024." Yeah, just constant constant follow-up. "Not ready. I'm doing it on my own. I'm not listing. I'm not listing." And then finally, he was like, he's a CPA. He runs his business out of there. And, he finally was like, I called him when he was on vacation with his wife. And he said, "You know what? Give me a call when you're done when I'm done, when I'm back." And he didn't tell me when he was back, he just hung up. So I just called him today. He just called me back. So what I'm gonna do is yeah, here it is. He just left me a message. "Hey, Daniel." Um, Leon Wilson, sorry I missed your call. However, give me a call back. I'd like to stop and schedule what will work for the two of us. I will be expecting your call. So he actually sounds like he wants us to come out and take a look at it. So let me do this. I'll call him. If he wants to talk to you, what do you look like this morning? Okay. Do you want to do like a call now, or do you want me to set it up where I call you in and loop you in? He Yeah, I believe the whole building is vacant. There is. Um yes. Haven't let me Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Let me see what he wants to do, and then I'll yeah. Yep. All right. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yep. No, he never told me that. Is it? Yeah, I think the whole oh, maybe it is. Let me pull it up. I haven't talked to him in so long. Yeah. Yep. I'd rather get the info up front. You know what I mean? And then see where we're at. And then what I'll do is once I get it, I'll call you and then be like, hey, this is where we're at, and then we can give him a ring back together. All right, so let me call him and then I'll give you a shout back, brother. And then let's figure out when we gotta talk to Bob at some point, whether it's today or tomorrow. Okay. All right, bro. Cool. All right. So I know that was boring for you guys, but that's my partner, and we needed to talk. We did. Now I'm going to call this gentleman back. This is Mr. Wilson. All right, so we're going to call back Mr. Wilson. This is him, and it is ringing. He called me back. I called him earlier today. Come on. I'm doing fantastic. I love that. Give me my last name again. How'd you pronounce it? Close. All right, close. Ms. Rubian. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's okay. No, please. Try going through high school and middle school with that last name. That's not that bad. I would take Leonardo over Mesrobian all day. It's good to have. How was the vacation? Nice. Well, good. Well, I love that you said that. Let me ask you because I just was on the phone with Jason, the owner, when you called, and I said, "Oh, this is Mr. Wilson calling." So he said, "All right, get some information first. Let's just see where we're at, and then what I'll do is we'll schedule a time, whether it's today, maybe even like in an hour or two." He said, "I just want to introduce myself to him and his wife if she wants to speak with me, and then we'll set up a time to come out and take a look at the building." Uh, okay, okay, yeah. Let me see what next week looks like. Let's see. I have a 12:30 in Montclair. So it would be either earlier in the morning or like in the eh, 2 o'clock range, 2:30 range. But let me see what Jason can do too. So we'll kind of play that by ear. Let me okay, Tuesday 10 to 11 would work. Okay, I'm gonna let him know that. Okay. Yeah, it's things have picked up. I said things have picked up, so yeah, we're just our schedule tends to fill around this time of year because it's the fall, it's the peak season. Okay, Tuesday between 2 and 4 also. Okay. I'll let him know that. And just a couple quick questions for you, Mr. Wilson. Um, the building is it a full 100% commercial, or do you have a residential component upstairs? Okay, 100% commercial. And it would be delivered vacant, or do you have leases in place? Good. Okay. Okay. How many spaces are able to be like, what's the component of the building, the layout as far as, is it 2 units, 3? Because you're on the bottom unit, I know. Yes. Okay. Okay. Is an attorney on, so how is it laid out as far as your people that are in there renting? Is it the top 2 floors are occupied? Okay. Top 2 occupied. And when he looked online, but I don't think I ever asked you this, there was a driving school. Are they still there or is that gone? Okay. Okay, and what does he give you monthly for that? Okay, so 350. And then what about the other how's the other, I guess, income for the building? Is he the only one or is there more? Okay, so 4,500 to 5K. And is that so the attorney is on the other level? Okay. Attorney, other level, and they're paying roughly in the 4,000 range? Okay, with no lease. Got it. And then you want 6 offices. Okay. Um, and then what was the other question I wanted to ask? Oh, so for the building itself, is it just, 1 furnace, 1, is it like 1 heating source, or do you have it delineated for each floor? Okay. Electric is metered. Got it. And is it central AC? Okay. And is the electric metered for 3 units? Okay, so if I'm hearing right, there's 8 separate meters. Got it. Okay. Okay. Um, all right, so I would do this, and I appreciate you sharing that with me. I'm going to run this with Jason real quick. What's your availability if Jason was able to give you just a quick call? He really 5 minutes just to introduce himself, which he likes to do to anybody that we would potentially want to work with. Are you available this week? You were to give a quick call back? Okay, great. Let me do this. I'm going to reconnect with him now, and then I may give you a ring back in the next, well, let's say 20 minutes to a half hour. And again, yeah, okay, great. I appreciate your time, Mr. Wilson, and we'll be back in touch with you. Okay. Thank you, sir. You too. Bye bye. All right, cool. Back. Yo. All right. You got a pen and paper? I got some layouts for this guy. He wants to meet with us. He wants to use us. I think this is much a done deal. Okay. It's 100% commercial, the building, no residential. There's no leases in place, and he's on the first level. There's 6 rooms, so he says there's 6 offices. There's 8 office spaces total in the building, and the electric is metered for 8 separate meters. So each office pays their own electric. 1 heating source, and it's central AC in the building, one zone. He's getting about 4,500. He didn't have it exact, but he said, "I'm getting about 45 to 5 grand a month for the building." He has an attorney on one level, who I think he said is paying in the 4 to 45 range, and then he rents another room to that driving school in, like, that area. He didn't have, like, an exact. No, 45 4,000 to 4,500. He had so the driving school pays him 350 a month, and they only rent 1 room. Yeah. Yep, 350, he said. The only reason 'cause he's never there, and he said that yeah, um, the driving we ha because when you do that kind of work, you have to have, like, a home base, so he only rents 1 room to park his license there. That's why. He is available this morning. Do you have time? It's up to you. Uh, we could do 11:30. I don't know if he said, "Dan, if you could give me a ring back, in the next half hour," he said, "all your owner needs to do is introduce himself to me, and I'd be fine with that, and then we can set up a time next week." He did say Tuesday, either between 10 and 11 or 2 and 4, and I said 10 and 11 probably would work for best for me. Yeah. No way. You working from home? Wow. He can't tomorrow anyway, don't worry about it. He literally just got back from vacation and said, "Hey, you called me literally when I got back, but I saw you call and I wanted to talk to you." Okay, perfect. All right, brother. Thanks. Cool. All right, guys. So we're gonna call him back at 11:30, and we're gonna pitch him. Just to give you guys an idea, he already basically said, "I really want to work with you guys." So have your owner call me, introduce, and then we'll set it up. So it looks like next week we're going to take care of this. This is awesome. All right. This is what I wanted, man. I needed an appointment today, and we got one. We gotta reload, guys. Gotta reload. There's my lead book. Sorry, guys. I'm looking for my lead book. This is my lead book. Yeah, let me call Karen. This is Karen. Hi, Karen. Daniel. I'm good. How are you? I love you. When someone answers the phone and I can hear like them smiling, it really makes me feel good. So I'm glad you had that. Thank you. What's going on? What happened? Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Definitely an option. I mean, look, I'm always here to help you. You know that we've been speaking for a good bit. Let me ask you a question, and I think at this stage we can be pretty candid with each other. What would so when you weren't getting the showings that you had hoped for in the first time you listed it, what are you doing differently now that you're going to relist it at that price? Is there anything different you're doing, or is okay? Hmm. Well, yeah, so and I want you to have all of the information, and I'm gonna imagine that the agent that you're with now has not well, you're a free agent, so you can do what you want since you pulled it off the market. I'm gonna imagine that the agent that you're working with has not given you this information. Has she painted a pic like, given you the framework about what's happening in the market right now, or no? Okay. So she basically just took the listing and put it on the market. Okay. All right. So just to give you an idea, I work with agents daily and I train them and I also inform them with what's going on macroeconomically in the market and then also what is going on micro, which is real estate, direct real estate related. So macro would be inflation, you know, mark different markets around the country, interest rates, things of that nature. That's a macro view. Then what that does is it brings it into a micro view into real estate, which is what we're talking about. So right now, across the country, and even in parts of Hudson County, we are seeing prices uh, dramatic. So let me show you a statistic that I just showed to my group, and it was staggering. So right now, stocks are at an all-time high. Home prices are starting to come down. The national debt is at an all-time high. The money that is in circulation, so the money that's in your wallet and in my wallet, 20 almost 20% of that money has been printed in the last 3 to 4 years. That is a staggering number. So what that means is the government can't figure out how to balance a budget, so when we need more money, they just print it. and that's a problem for us because what that does is it keeps inflation very high. And I know they keep telling you that inflation's low. I always joke with people, go shopping and tell me that inflation's low. You know what I mean? Yeah. So right now, across the country, 48%, Karen, of homes are being pulled off the market instead of just taking price adjustments. Owners are saying, we're just going to pull it off the market. So let's, mhm, good. Yes. Hmm. Well, yeah. Now here's the thing, and I want you to be aware of this because this is what I'm sharing with any seller. I have, many sellers that are either on the market right now or are contemplating it. The last time that we had an interest rate change the way we did, which was I believe it was about 20 years ago. So we had right in 2022, the beginning of it, rates were, in that 3 to 4% range, and they literally doubled by the end of the year. Now, the last time that that happened, historically, it took 10 years for the rates to get back down to where even in that range, not even down to the 3, 4%, into, like, the 4 or 5% range. It took 10 years. So I want you to be now I'm not saying it's gonna happen here, but what we're looking at realistically is probably a good 3 to 5 years, and I want you to be prepared for that. Is that in stone? No, but the way money works is you can't have all of this money in circulation and then say we're gonna drop interest rates. If you think inflation is bad now, if that ever happens and they drop rates with all this money, you're gonna look at 10, 20, you'll be looking at, like, 10% inflation because Mhm, mhm. Yes, and not real estate. That's the problem, is not we well, because here's the thing, you have to it all works in conjunction with each other. So, even if they drop the rate, let's say they dip it, and they're not gonna go more than a quarter percent. I think we all think it's gonna be about an eighth of a percent. Now, what that means is if they drop it an eighth, what they did the last time they dropped rates, what that means is banks and the government, that's what they're lending each other. It's not our interest. Yeah, it's not our interest rate. If you're gonna follow something, if you wanna follow an index to see where our rates are gonna be, follow the 30-year treasury note. Yes. If you so I'm gonna put it up right now. I'm just gonna Google it, 30-year treasury yield, okay? Where is let's see. Do, 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 do. Yeah, 30-year treasury yield touches 5% break and then retreats on weak jobs data. Okay. So, and the yield is on that benchmark, the 10-year treasury too. That's a good one to follow as well. But the 30-year treasury bond is like 80% of the 30-year fixed rate is tied to that. So if you want to follow where rates are going, just keep an eye on that. That's been high for years now. That's a good index for you to follow to keep your, like, pulse on the rate market. But the reason I'm sharing this with you is I hope that I don't want you to get frustrated if you're not getting the interest that you want on the building, because these factors are all going on in the background that are not in our favor because of what the government did for about 3 or 4 years. They just printed an inordinate amount of money and just put it out into circulation. And if you have that, you can it's just not. It's not fiscally possible for you to lower a rate and all of this. They know it. That's why Trump is saying, like, "Hey, I'm just going to fire everybody and lower rates." Like you can't do that because our all the goods that we have, phone, coffee, milk, it would all be rendered worthless because now rates are low. You have all this money and things are very cheap. Well, it just devalues the value of our dollar and goods and services. It devalues them. How? Tell me why. Mhm. Yeah, true. Absolutely. But you realize that real estate now this is another fact. Real estate generally runs, Karen, in 7 to 10-year cycles. So if you ever look at the real estate in the United States history of the real estate market, its changes run every 7 to 10 years. Okay? So but the last time that we had a downturn in the market, do you remember when that was? Yeah, close. 8. You got it. 2008. That's exactly right. Now, that bottomed out and then started to, like, plateau in, like, around 20 like, all those foreclosures and short sales, probably around 2010, 2011 in that area, and then it started its rise, its gradual rise. Well, that's 13 years ago. We are due. Something is going to happen to where like, if you just look at the history of the market, something always happens where you'll have a dip. Real estate can't go up forever. Yes. Yes. Yeah, so now we're in that part right now where they've plateaued and now they're going to start their decline. Now that decline, well, that's how the market works. It doesn't just go up and then go down. Why is that? Hang on, let's back up. How come you say that? Why would you say people to lose their jobs? Correct. Yeah. Well, this is very different than 2008. Do you know the difference? Are you aware of the differences between now and '08? Well, wasn't sure if you knew, that's why I was asking. The biggest difference is the economy is actually doing well now. They were building, like, tracts and tracts of properties in those areas, counting on homeowners just buying them, and when they didn't, you had all of these you had hundreds of thousands of homes that were built new vacant because they counted on homeowners doing it. So that's what happened. Here, we have a very, very different. This is a very different time now. The economy is doing fine. Unemployment's not what it was back in '08. You had double-digit unemployment there. We don't have that problem now. So the reason that we're seeing this change is the interest rate market. It's the biggest reason why. Because right now, Karen, 8 out of 10 people that have a mortgage have a rate that's 2 to 3 points below what your prevailing rate is right now. That's 80% of the people out there. So that's why inventory was low for a while. Now, um, we just again, I'll give you another new home inventory because sellers that are trying to sell are getting their properties on the market, but there's the buyers are not there. It's the highest level since '08, new home inventory. So that tells you that right now there's no the buyers, there's a shortage of good buyers. They're not out there. So and it's pure again, it's a lot of it has to do with financing. Wages have not caught up to um, home prices. It hasn't. Your average wage right now is what, $75,000, $80,000. What does $80,000 get you? That'll get you like a $200,000 home. But your average home price right now is $440,000 across the country. So these factors are all coming in place. So that's why, listen, if you want to bank on, I'm not telling you not to do it, Karen. You're the boss of this property. I would, you and your sister, whatever you guys think is best, do it. It's yours, and I'll support you 100% with whatever you choose. I just want you to be aware of these factors, these that's going on in the market. You're how would I say this? It's like capital gains. Capital gains is the lowest it's going to be right now because they're never going to lower it. The only thing they're going to do is make it higher and penalize you more. So with sellers, when they're like, I don't want to pay capital gains, I'm going to wait. Well, when the country's broke. What are we now? $35 trillion in debt. Exactly. So do you think that they're going to lower capital gains, or do you think they're going to raise capital gains over time? It's going to go up. So I share with them, look, guys, it's 20% right now. It's going to be, this is your lowest time to sell and take advantage of 20% capital gains. We know that is not going to stay where it is. So it's the same thing with these other factors. They're gonna get their money either way. So I just want you to be aware of it. Take this information, Karen, for what you will, and make the most educated and informed decision that you can with regards to your two buildings. That you can. And if it's to sit on it and wait, sit on it and wait. Just sit on it. Mhm. Mhm. I'm saying that no, I'm saying that even if they dip rates, and it's not gonna be anything aggressive, it's just not. It'll be an eighth of a point if they do a quarter, okay, it's a quarter, but it's not a half, anything like that. It's not gonna be anything significant. So even if they do that, you might have a slight increase in, like, mortgage applications for people that wanna purchase, but the overall you're a commercial building, so it's a whole different lending guideline for your building. You're not residential. So whoever buys your building is gonna need to get commercial funding. Do you know how hard commercial funding right now is? It's expensive because I do commercial deals. I have a commercial partner. I was just not telling. We trade buildings all the time. We're closing on an auto shop in Ridgewood next week. We have a retail space in Woodland Park we've listed. We just closed on a two let me see, one, two, three commercial, 3396 Kennedy Boulevard. You can look it up. It was like three commercial units and six residential units above. We just closed on that. Yeah. So, but the guy ended up paying cash because the SBA loans, all this administration loans, they're to get them it's almost not impossible, but it's very hard, and their rates are not good on them. So commercial funding is challenging right now. Commercial space is it's seen its better days. Let's put it that way. So what's that? Yep. Yeah. It's not. Yeah, it's not resident. It's not resident. I mean, well, no, you're a four fam, so but you have that bonus unit in the back, but that's actually not that. Fannie Mae may actually do a one four. Let me see if Fannie does it. You may need to do a. It's considered commercial. Your building is considered commercial because three and below is residential in Hudson County. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna my building in. Yeah, you will you will be, it is considered, so it's considered commercial in Union City, but as far as funding goes, you can get that as a residential. Yep, because 'cause you're not a 5, you're a 4, right? Yeah, so no, you can do residential. You'll do residential. But yeah, just so these again, these are just factors to kind of keep in the back of your mind, but we've already seen price dips in the area. We've seen it plateau. We're already seeing, uh, so price reductions are up like 23, I think it's like 23 or 24, in Hudson County. And then and you're seeing that because what happened? You guys said, "We don't like what we're getting. We're just pulling it off the market." And you did. So you're experiencing what we're all the trends that I'm sharing with you, you've experienced it, and you've experienced the one that, 48% of properties right now are coming off the market because owners don't wanna take a price reduction. So you're one of that, almost half of the people out there. So then it just becomes a question, Karen, of like, what do really, what would serve you and your family the I mean, is the one on Roosevelt, you guys are gonna is that a definite you're gonna liquidate that and be done, or are you thinking of keeping that one too? Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yep, and that's the thing, so you have to figure out and that would be this obviously discussion with you and your siblings as to what would be the best route. If you wanna keep it, does the like, is the property cash flowing you guys enough to where it's worth it for you to keep? If it's not, then, yeah, we have to I don't know that anybody has anybody ever done, like, a real true profile for you to tell you, "You have these rents, so because of these rents, this is the worth of the building." Did anybody ever do that for you? Yeah. Well, cap, yeah, net operating income, all of that good stuff. Okay. What was the value? What was the building value based on the rent? Do you remember? Okay. Yeah. That's it I imagine it'd probably be somewhere in that point. Mhm. They are, yeah. To the credit of your father, because he was a good landlord to the tenants in there. Yeah, yes. That's the thing. It's a catch-22. He's great to them, and they get a break they've been saving thousands of dollars every year on rent for however long they've lived there, but then when it comes time to sell, an investor's not gonna pay, like, over $1,000,000 for that. They would be at a loss every year. Every month, they'd be at a loss. Correct. Yeah. They want you to do that. They're not gonna take on a debt and then have them have the responsibility of evicting. They won't do that. Would you? Well, here's a quick question. Yeah, you're an investor. I know, I know. It is, it's challenging, but that's a big reason why it's probably the majority of the reason why, because investors don't buy properties to lose money. The reason they can buy what they do is because they make money on them. And they'll offer you fair market value. They're not looking to like, make these screaming values. They'll give you what the building's worth because they can take the cash flow over time, over a 10 to 20-year period. But, yeah, I mean, I could get you 900 grand easily, but it's like, does your family want that? That's the question of the day. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. You have my number. Always call me if there's any questions. But I think I'll leave you with this. If it doesn't work out with the other agent, because you're just not getting what you want, I'd love to sit down with you and your family, all of your siblings. We sit down and come up with a plan together as a team. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we want, whether it's to keep the building or to sell it. Whatever you guys choose, I'm with you. I would just love to build a relationship with you guys over time, and if not this building, maybe something else. Yeah, okay, awesome. My pleasure. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Karen. All right. So so this was an education really on, uh hang on, I'm just sorry. So they have 2 buildings, one of them they're gonna keep, the brother's gonna buy it, um, and this was through probate. This is a seller that had an idea in their mind that the market's gonna get better. Now I'm gonna be able to get what I want for it, and it's about 200 let me see, 9, 11 it's about $250,000 overpriced, and they listed with a discount agent at 1%. The agent basically just threw it up on the market, and it's been sitting there. They've only had, like, 1 or 2 showings, and the seller or I'm sorry, the buyers see the building and the condition and rents. They're like, "Nope, we're good." So then what do? They pulled it off the market and are now, like, figuring out what to do. And I look at it as my job to try and educate them with what's happening in the market so you can make the best decision you can with regards to the building. The belief that they had wasn't accurate with regards to, well, if the rates do come down, and if they do 1 interest rate cut, it'd be like an eighth of a point. It's not gonna be anything significant. You're not gonna see this massive spike in, like, real estate prices. It's not gonna happen. So, I just wanted to kinda give her some feedback on that, and they are, I don't think it'd be a fit for us to work together on this building, but if they have other ones, I would love to do it. So, that's where we're at with that. That was that call. I wanted to follow up with her and see where they were at with it. Now that I know where they're at with it, um, that's where they're at. So, okay. Now I have another couple that I want to call. Um, hold on. Where is it? Oh, this is I think I texted him. I did. All right, this is did he call back? He did. Oh, hold on. This is Mr. Wilson. He just called back. This is a commercial. This is Daniel. Did I miss a call from you, Mr. Wilson? Oh, pocket dial. No problem. No problem. Are you free to talk with Jason and I at 11 around 11:30? Perfect. Okay. Yes, sir. We will. Thank you. Perfect. So you guys wanna listen in, that's gonna be my partner and I at 11:30. We're gonna call him and introduce ourselves to him. Not me, really, my the owner of the company, my partner. Uh, he's gonna introduce himself to him, and then we're gonna set up an appointment to go out and see the building, alright? He has already told me that he's super comfortable with me, and, it's so basically, when I hear that, it's a formality. Once my partner and I get in front of someone like that, like, we're closing them. So it'll be an appointment. This will be probably about 9. Let's see. I think we'd probably list him at about 950 in that area. So, which is good because I got to reload, man. I have had one, two, three, four, five, six. I have three more closing next 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, and then I have three active, but all the actives are. Um, I got to reload them. I got to get at least, I need another probably five or six. So we're going to have a couple with the cash offers. I do have a couple of those coming. So I'm going to call a few of these just to kind of see where we're at. And then we'll go from there. These are probates. Cool. Just wanted to tell my partner. Who are these people? Okay. All right. I don't know if it's you, Eva, or Rob. I'm assuming it might be Eva. It was good to connect with you yesterday. If it is you. So he lives. This guy lives in this property. So, and there's a lot of people that are in the property, and I'm going to imagine he probably doesn't even remember speaking with me, but that's okay. Let me find when I text. 8/18. Was it 8/18? August 18th. Yep. So I'm going to call him and just see. This is Joseph. It's ringing. I'm going to get his voicemail, but we'll leave a message. This is a probate. Good morning, Joseph. This is Daniel. I was the person that spoke with you. Oh, I want to say about 2, 3 weeks ago. We're with Real Estate Solutions. We help families that are moving through the estate and probate process. And do things along the lines of helping you with estate sales, cash offers for property, listing property if you wanted to get them on the market, things of that nature. And I also texted you because you asked me to text you. So I wanted to follow up and see if you had any questions and maybe if you or the estate had any idea what route you wanted to go with regards to the real property. So when you have a moment, Joseph, give me a call. My number is 973-255-8714. Thank you, Joseph. Look forward to your call. Cool. All right. Um, so I just left him a message. What day is today? 4th. Wow. September 4th. So the summer is basically gone. What kind of shit is that? Freaking the summer's just outie, man. Okay. So we left a message for him. These are all done. We did those. This is a small one, but I'm going to call it anyway. I spoke to this a while back, um, August 18th. I did. Let me just check and see what we have here. What is this? Who take buyers final? I accept. All right. Cool. Okay, that's done. And just so you guys know too, when you hear me giving market updates and you hear me uh, kind of going on with what's happening in the market, and I say, well, I share with sellers this because we're on the fence. Keep this in mind. I just sold a property myself. I closed on it yesterday. I sold it. So I see the market. I'm selling it here, and it even kind of came down a bit. I probably should have sold it about 6 months ago. We do not see this getting any better. So I just want you guys to know that. That's cool. This is Catherine. Let's see if we can get her. No, it's going to go voicemail, but that's okay. It's going to go to voicemail. It's okay. Kathy. Good morning, Kathy. This is Daniel. I'm with Real Estate Solutions. I'm not sure if you remember speaking to me. It was about a few weeks ago, and you asked me to send you a text with my information, which I did. I just wanted to check in with you very respectfully regarding, the estate process and up in Hudson County because we help people up here. But with regard to the property they own, you had mentioned when we initially spoke, you really weren't sure, not ready for anything yet. So I just wanted to give it a few weeks and see maybe if you were the estate, an idea of what we were looking to go, cash offer for the property, maybe just list it on the open market, or even keep it if you're thinking that might be something you want to do. My number directly, Kathy, is 973-255-8714. Let me ring when you have a moment, and we'll see what's going on with that and how we can help. Okay? Thanks, Kathy. All right. Yeah, that's 84 Lake. She's not going anywhere. Get rid of that. So with probates, guys, what I'm noticing is, um, yeah, these people were all in the Philippines. This is, yeah, they're all in the ones that I've left. Just there's so many of these. Yeah, he lives there. I want to get properties that are inherited that nobody lives in, and these are ones that um, people live in them, so they're not looking to move. Yeah, these are all okay. So I've called all these. All right, so get rid of that. I already just spoke to Karen. I'm just trying to find one that I could get going to, here's your all. Yeah, it's all family members that live in them. Okay. All right. That's basically where we're at with these. Oh, and then I have this whole stack of them. Yeah, it's like I can't keep up sometimes. All right. I think we're pretty much good to go here. We're gonna make that call at 11:30. Think that probably what we're gonna do. Yeah, that's great. Let's go back and do some cash. I want some cash offers, man. Let's do cash. I'm gonna call him on Monday. Okay. All right. I have to use the bathroom. Yep, I remember this one. Okay, we're gonna make some. Well, let me just. I'm gonna make a bunch of uh calls. Perfect. All right. Let's see what she says. Okay. I want to do some more cash offers. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call. What's her name? Oh no, that was her. That one was garbage. Okay. Good. 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 Okay. Just so you guys know, I am calling to um cash offers. Where did she go? No, not probate. Where's there it is. All right, this is Kathy that we're going to call. Uh-oh, it's not ringing.
Hello, you've reached Kathy at MS. Your call right now. Please leave me a brief message and I'll return your call as soon as possible. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye. At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Kathy, it's Daniel at Real Estate Solutions. It's Thursday, almost 11 a.m. Figured I'd try you at a different time because I know you mentioned with your daughter the sleep schedule. So hoping everything is good, and just wanted to touch base with you and give you some information so we can see which direction really would be best for you and the property, and also as far as if you finish the work that you were thinking of doing. So when you have a moment, again, it's Thursday, it's about 11. I'm at 201-317-8670. Thanks, Kathy. All right, and we will say left message for Kathy. We sure did. And then this is Miguel. I want to get Miguel too. We're going to try him as well. I don't think for him, either of these really, honestly, um, I don't think cash offers is a good idea because he wants top dollar. And I shared with him, I don't think that you're going to get that. If you're not going to get that if you go cash offer. It's just not going to, it's not going to work. So yeah. So, but it's all good. Let's see if we can get Mr. Miguel. Miguel, it's Daniel at Real Estate Solutions.
Hey, Daniel, it's so funny. I was going to call you. I'm on my way to New York.
Okay.
Meeting, yeah, with work.
Yeah, give me a shout today whenever you get back. Not a rush. Just wanted to go over with you everything. Okay. You got it. Enjoy. Hey, good luck on the meeting. Bye. All right. Okay. So he's in a meeting. He said I was going to call you. So no problem. All right. So I think we're pretty good to go. I'm going to make some breakfast. I haven't eaten yet. It's 11 o'clock. Good day, though. Actually, let me just call one more person. Let me see something. Probably slipped through, but maybe it didn't. Never know. Oh, so they do rent it. Oh, and it's Dolores. Okay. is he doing?
Embezzle to commit fraud. Okay, it sounds.
Public comments pursuant to the Code of the Township of Cranford, Article 1, Section 72-4. Persons addressing the Township Committee shall be allowed a maximum of 5 minutes for their presentations. Please come forward to the microphone, state your name and address for the record so that the clerk can keep our records. Thank you. Mr.
Okay.
Hill, started your time.
All right. I'm just going to call this one person very quickly. Last call that I make. Oh, I got to do that too. It just fucking doesn't stop. Just doesn't fucking stop.
Your time.
It's all fucking day. Hi, I was looking for Linda, please. Linda, my name is Daniel. I work with families in the Hoboken area that are moving through the estate process. And I just wanted to introduce myself to you regarding a property that I think you may have been executor on. Um, okay, over in Hoboken on Hudson Street. Okay. Yeah. So what we do, one of the services that we offer families that is moving through the estate process, we help them with the real estate side of it, because I'm sure you probably have an attorney that helps you with the legal side. Okay. Yeah. And when you say establish, just so I understand, are you saying with regards to like the property itself, you're thinking of keeping it or? Yes, ma'am. No, well, I mean, we do offer cash offers, but no, I think I might have called you maybe about a month ago, but I don't think I got in touch with you. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no problem. That's why we were here. We just figured we'd offer that and see if you needed our services. My pleasure, Linda. Take care. All right. Okay, she's not selling it. All right, I gotta eat. Guys, I appreciate y'all. But I gotta eat. So, peace out.